Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, the Elite are back on AEW television. Sort of.
A mystery team that you'll never guess were backstage at last night's AEW Dynamite.
We've got an update on CM Punk. His dog Larry was unfortunately hurt in the all-out brawl.
And Hell in a Cell is officially gone. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the news.
Alright man, the Elite thing, it's rolling, it's cooking, it's moving, some stuff is occurring, things are happening. They were kind of on Dynamite last night.
Yeah.
They weren't there in the flesh. On the screen in the flesh. They didn't come down the ring and go, "Hi guys, we're back." But they did a little video package. It was the second thing on the show. It happened after the opening tag match between Chris Jericho and Daniel Garcia, Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli. They got Thanos snapped almost. They kind of played like a bunch of highlights. There was stuff from like the press conferences before AEW was even a thing. There was highlights, there was successes. They drifted out of the footage. They faded away, like Thanos, and their voices drifted away at the same time. Played a bunch of that. Then we got to the AEW logo, and it drifted away as well.
Into AEW Adam Wilborn Wrestling. That's right, I've bought AEW with all the vast amounts of money that I'm paid to be a shield for both WWE and AEW.
So really, you bought it with Tony Khan's own shield money. Look at that spider.
Whoa, we got a spider!
Can you see that on camera,
Come here, buddy.
Oh my
stop
God.
me!
Oh my God, go away!
I'll move him over here. Carry on.
Is Ashley
He's there.
gone?
He's there.
All right, okay, cool. I'm terrified of spiders and wasps. Yes, so where on earth was I? Yeah, I mean, the Elite have been suspended, obviously, since the Brawl, which we're going to talk a lot about on this video today.
Woof.
You've got some more news on them. Where is it?
Yes, they were backstage at last night's tapings of AEW Dynamite.
Eat it, mate. He'll take care of it. Don't worry, Eel's got it.
He's actually over here, look. He's playing with you. Right, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, they were backstage at last night's Dynamite, were the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. This was reported by Fightful Select. No crap, just Sapp. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select. Fightful also reporting that talk of Kenny and the Bucks returning to work has been doing the rounds of backstage, with one source expecting them back in the company imminently. Now, whether or not that was the reason that they were backstage on last night's Dynamite is unclear, but you sense, Andy, they've been sort of referenced, obviously, by Hangman Page the other week. Then you got the video packages you just mentioned as well. It's trending towards them returning sooner rather than later, one would assume.
Definitely. Tony Schiavone said the Elite last week, and he was like, "For the trios titles formerly held by the Elite."
Can I say it?
He was being a little teaser. Yeah, it definitely feels like they're on their way back to me, right? And this is just me like theorizing. This isn't news or anything. It feels to me like maybe the investigation's over.
Yeah.
And maybe on the CM Punk side, they're just kind of wrangling over the terms of their parting of ways, perhaps. My overwhelming feeling regarding all of this remains quite sad, because I really like all of these people, what they do on TV, and I will miss not having all of them around in this company. But there's a right and a wrong. The investigation has revealed whatever it's revealed. AEW has taken whatever it feels is the right course of action. There you go.
Yeah, I think their position was kind of untenable as a result of everything that went down. And in terms of right and wrong, the wrong take is that CM Punk didn't have a phenomenal year within AEW. So let's not be sad that it's over, be glad that it's happened.
It's all culture war stuff, isn't it? I'm Team Elite, I'm CM Punk, blah, blah, blah. Look, I think the press conference stuff was wrong, absolutely. And then the escalation into violence, whatever. I am not interested in the wild, online, rabid stuff that happens with all of this thing. So
is this CM Punk? Is this the Elite? No, this is Patrick.
But that being said, we're going to talk about Larry the dog now. Right, so Nick Hausman, quite appropriate actually that Nick filed this report.
Nick's great, yeah.
He was obviously, mentioned by name by CM Punk during the thing. He was called out. Poor Nick's mentions after that press conference must have been an absolute nightmare for a while. So I hope he's doing all right in his online life. The poor bugger. So he's come through with this report, Nick has, for Wrestling Inc. It kind of fills in some blanks on the CM Punk side of things and regarding the all-out brawl. Brawl out, as Fightful have pointed out. I like that. It's good. Mentioning that Punk's side hasn't been contacted by AEW directly since the incident. However, following it, Punk was asked to kind of keep quiet about it, which he obliged. Now, of course, we know that the Bucks and Kenny approached Punk and Ace Steel and all that in the locker room, right? Apparently, according to this, this account of it, there was an accident that occurred involving Larry the dog. When Punk's locker room door was kicked in quotations, it actually accidentally hit Larry in the face. And it was determined, following a pre-scheduled veterinary appointment, that Larry would need to have 2 of his teeth removed after they'd been knocked loose.
God.
So, accounts of what happened in this thing varied in how it started. But it's understood that Lucy Guy, who's Ace Steele's wife, was in the room and looking after Larry at the time. The report here states that she was not interviewed or she had not been interviewed as part of the investigation at the time of publishing. Elsewhere in the report, Nick talks about how, Punk being asked to stay quiet, all of that stuff. He didn't consider the press conference stuff, the press scrum stuff, a big deal necessarily until Kenny and the Bucks entered his locker room and Larry got hit by the door. Yeah. The now former AEW World Champion felt threatened by the situation. He reacted, he reacted, all this stuff happened, yada, yada, yada. There you go. Look, I'm a dog guy, man. I'm a dog guy. And if you touch my dog, I too would go goblin mode on you.
Yes.
And it would be the wrong thing to do on my behalf, obviously. I hope genuinely, this is going to sound like a bit, I genuinely hope Larry's alright. Because, dogs are better than most humans.
Yeah, exactly. It is an accident, but it still happened. I think a lot of people did a lot of things they probably regret now following the All Out pay-per-view. And I'm not going to speculate any more on anything, because legally, I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Tell you what, my conclusion on this today, however many days we are after All Out, 50 or whatever, is the same as it was on day 1. Sounds to me like all of this could have been avoided had some grown adults sat down in a room and had a conversation.
Yes. Tell a dog he's a good boy today.
100%.
There you go. That's what the big takeaway is.
Do that, or I will put you in an arm bar through the camera.
Right, we'll set the spider on you.
Yeah, what? I think that you ate it.
They've become friends.
Oh.
They've got their own separate show now.
It's just what I needed.
Finally, Hell in a Cell. You probably saw this doing the rounds on social media recently. Hell in a Cell is likely dared as a WWE premium live event. This is according to WrestleVotes in conjunction with Give Me Sport. The quote itself reads, "The show itself, I think, is completely dead. That match, from what I understand, means a lot to Hunter." Just think of the classics that he's had in there. Roman Reigns and Jay, they've been feuding for 6 weeks. They got to be there now because the calendar says so. That is not going to happen anymore. Hell in a Cell is kind of over, as I say, as a premium live event. The stipulation may well stick around, though. It's been a special pay-per-view event thing since 2009, I believe. But I'm kind of happy about this. I saw a tweet reading today that the Royal Rumble should be the only stipulation pay-per-view that remains. I do like the idea that, Hell in a Cell is used as a big blow-off thing, not just, it's this month in the calendar year. And this may bring us one step closer to Cyber Sunday, so
there you go.
That means it has to be on a Sunday.
Of course. That means it's easier for us to work.
Pay-per-views on Sunday. WWE, AEW, there's no grudges here. Both of them put them on Sundays for the Brits, because then we don't lose our entire weekend.
Yeah, there you go. Where am I? What am I thinking of? This is music to my ears, is what I was saying. This is music to my big, sticky, outy comedy ears. I've been saying this has been something that's been a bugbear of mine for a long time. When we do big stipulations that are supposed to be meaningful, important, and as the organic result of tension and hatred, and we can only settle this inside Hell in a Cell. But you're doing it as an obligation because it happens to fall on a calendar date. It's whack, it's lame, it sucks. I really don't like this. I am glad we are moving away from this seemingly for Hell in a Cell. However, I will say I am taking this with a pinch of Paul, shall we say, Paul Levesque, because now we're doing War Games at Survivor Series for the same reason, because it's a date on a calendar. Hopefully that doesn't become an annual thing. But yes, this is positive. I hope they do this for all stipulations. Money in the Bank is a special attraction thing. That's okay. That's a bit different.
I don't mind that.
The Rumble, obviously. It's tradition. It's different. You're not having a Royal Rumble match because we're having a blood feud, right? Yeah. You're having it to determine the road to WrestleMania. Yeah. So there are exceptions, but for the most part, no more Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, no more TLC pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Put them in the bin. Save the stipulations for when they matter, and they will mean more in the year of our content bloat 2022.
Yeah, it is funny, isn't it, when it gets towards the end of the year and two people are having a fight and one of them goes to the outside and goes, I want to use a chair, you know? Yeah. And you're like, oh, that's lucky because at the end of this month, You're going to need that.
Remember when they used
Stairs. Ooh.
And you know, it's like so many feuds over the years have been kind of undermined by this. Like Sasha and Charlotte that year when they were bouncing the titles back and forth, they got the first Hell in a Cell, and immediately the match became more about them having this historic Hell in a Cell match than they did solving a blood feud. That stinks. Tell stories. Be good.
And don't have a Hell in a Cell match for, let's say, a year and a half. So then when you go, right, we're having an Hell in a Cell match, you go, oh, bloody hell.
Oh, wow, yeah. Where did that come from?
Same with ladder matches.
Not because it's next week.
Yes, exactly. Although Money in the Bank doesn't count. I realized all that money.
Yeah.
Bring back Armageddon. There we go. Right, let's move on to your Twitter questions.
The Armageddon song.
Ooh.
The end is here. That thing rules.
That was a banger.
Banger.
At WhatCulture WWE to send your Twitter questions to. It's Wacky Friday tomorrow. We've not had one of them for ages.
Getting the alligator out, man. I've flattened out the flat F-U-C-K. What else do we do? I'll post a tweet later. And
Fiend stuff.
The Fiend, he'll be there.
Howdy Man, is he going to make his first appearance?
Howdy Man.
What's his name? Mr. Howdy.
Dr. Howdy. No, what's his name? What's the Bray Wyatt guy? Uncle Howdy.
That's it. There we go.
Howdy,
That's like Toy Story.
Yeah.
Right, Sean Ackling gives us our first question today. Always great to hear from you, Sean. Sean says, I absolutely love Alex Abrahantez's fashion sense. Who do you guys think has the best outfits in all of wrestling?
It's Michael Sidgwick's answer, but it's the right answer. We discussed this a little bit when we came in. It's Ricky Starks.
Absolute peace!
Ricky Starks, go on his Twitter or his Instagram preferably, because that's all photos and videos. But if you go on his Twitter, look at his media tab. He's a very good looking man who knows how to dress.
Yeah.
Simple.
Also, Seth Rollins, got to give a shout out to him for his
Obviously.
outfit. And a little bit of a low key one you may need to go and check out if you've not been keeping up to date with NXT. Idris Enofe on
Very
NXT. His ring gear and whenever they're filming backstage stuff, Malik Blade is very much the straight man to him. He's normally quite well dressed, and Idris Enofe just
goes nuts.
I don't know what you've dressed there. Only you can pull this off, Idris. Although if I had that body, I'd have like those kind of open shirts as well.
I'd never wear a shirt, man.
Yeah.
I'm unfortunately I'm built like a marshmallow attached to a climbing frame is the problem with me, but. You know, there you go.
Second question today comes from Daniel Murphy, who says, morning dynamic news duo.
Oh, nice.
That's a good that.
Appreciate that.
With MJF trying to come to the aid of Moxley, do you guys think we've just witnessed the MJF face turn? If not, will it definitely happen at Full Gear? Now, scissor me, Daddy Eel. Hang on 1 second. Sorry, Mr. Spider, can I take you? Now, scissor me, Daddy Eel.
Interesting talking point for sure. This was definitely the most overt babyface thing he's done, obviously, because he ran down. Don't hurt him. I want him at 110%, so he has no excuses. I got beat down by the heel faction. It was nice. It was fun. It was a good time. I'm still not sure if this is them pulling the trigger on a full-on turn. I think that MJF is going to continue dancing in these. You're bottled. You've got someone ready to uncork. I could tell. I think he's going to continue dancing in these shades of grey. But I think it's more of just him being consistent with character traits rather than going, I'm on this side of the alignment scale this week. Do the gimmick.
Well, yeah, no, I was going to say he's always been a babyface in my eyes, of course. But I do think Sean Ross Sapp had a very good point I saw on Twitter this morning, which is we're all getting honey-dicked in the fact that he's like, oh my God, is he going to be a babyface? No, he's going to be a heel. He's the devil. He literally says the greatest trick the devil ever pulled, blah, blah, blah.
Who wants to be a devil worshipper?
All I'll say is this, Andy Murray, and then we'll move on, okay? He promised last night on Dynamite, he says, I will not use the Dynamite Diamond Ring. And he'll stick to that promise just as much as Moxley stuck to his promise to not use the Paradigm Shift in their last title match. Good luck, piss gargler. Right, final question today. I'm really sorry, don't hurt me, John Moxley. Final question today comes from Brandon, who says, with Liv Morgan appearing in Chucky tonight, yeah, there's going to be some reaction to that online. It got me thinking, what wrestler would you like to see in it? What movie/TV show next? My pick is Bret the Hitman Hart in Barry. P.S. Here's my son with a baby flatty. That is how you get your questions asked.
That's how you do
Get your children to take a photo close up with a crocodile.
But make sure there's like glass in between you.
No, not necessarily.
That could go bad.
Yeah, probably should.
Yeah, like not everyone has the alligator whispering power that I do.
We're going to alternate here.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you a wrestler and you're going to give me a TV
I've got a TV show in my head.
All right, okay, so the wrestler is Kane.
Kane in Pat Sharp's Funhouse.
Oh, right, okay, good, yes. I would probably...
Whole lot of fun, prizes to be won. Do the Americans have Funhouse?
Probably not.
They should have.
Probably
It tells a lot about their society that they don't have Pat Sharp and Funhouse.
Losers.
And the twins. Right, let's move on. I'll pick Tony D'Angelo.
I mean, The Sopranos, obviously. Right? I mean, it's a rip-off from that show. That's a soft. You give me a softball.
Yeah.
We'll do a couple more. Who am I giving you?
We're sticking with TV shows, I think, here.
Bobby Fish.
Bargain Hunt.
What?
I thought of the TV show first. I didn't really think of that.
All right. Okay, I'm into it.
He could pull off. What's his name? Not David Dimbleby.
Folks, where is the lie?
Yeah, actually.
David Dimbleby.
Would I lie to you? Surely.
Boom.
Yeah.
There we
go. And what am I going to do? I'll pick another wrestler.
Yeah.
I'll pick Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose.
She could actually be quite good with like antiques roach. I found this belt.
What was the TV show? That'd be good. What was the TV show where they had like different stand-up comics on? Was it Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
Improvised.
She's good.
Nyla Rose is going on there because she's extremely funny.
Very funny. Go check her out on social media.
Let's do one more each. That's fine.
Okay. Go on. You pick a wrestler.
Danhausen.
Danhausen. Okay.
The God.
Art Attack.
I'm here for it.
And I will pick. I'm going to pick Stokely Hathaway.
Stokely Hathaway. What show am I putting Big Stoke on? The Apprentice, because I'd want him running my firm.
He'd win The Apprentice.
There you go.
He'd just sabotage all of his opponents, but he'd win The Apprentice.
Yeah, man. It'd be great. It'd be fun. I want him running my firm. Get it?
I missed that. Sorry.
The stable's called The Firm.
Yeah.
There you go.
And Seth Rollins on What Not to Wear.
There you go. And Ricky Starks on How to Dress Well. That's a band, I think. But never mind.
Ricky Starks on How Clean Is Your House.
And finally, what have we got for you today? We got a little bit of fun. Joey Janela. Oh my God.
Oh, right. What's he been doing now?
Look what he's done on Twitter.
Damn you, Janela.
We did a news story about Larry the dog and we got beaten. I had to have some fun, man.
Yes.
Look at the caption. Does not include Larry.
Oh, I didn't see that. You little rascal, Joey.
I'm sorry, guys, but that's just
good.
A Steel bit a guy. Look, if you can't laugh at A Steel biting a guy, what can you laugh at?
Exactly. Right, let us know your thoughts on that and all today's news stories in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling. You make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling as well, Mr. Spider.
I'm going to kill that
That's
guy.
one more subscriber
Listen,
for us.
I'm in here to record ups and downs after
Oh, yeah, you are Simon Miller today.
Be nice.
Come on.
Simon Miller told me that.
I know the rules have been that Simon Miller can only be replaced by bald guys, apparently. Gareth did it the other day. You're doing it today.
That's my opening joke. Don't my spot.
Oh, sorry, Ben Roy.
Simon Miller told me that if the comment section is nice, he will personally buy everyone who watches the video sweeties. He 100% definitely told me that.
Definitely said that.
Yes, he always buys sweets. Simon Miller. He loves buying them for everyone.
Do you reckon his favourite sweet is? I mean, he's never had a sweet in his life, has he?
I don't know, man. I reckon he's into the Charleston Chew. I recently was introduced to the Charleston Chew. Oh my God, let me tell you, it is the most delicious creature I've ever eaten. Honest to goodness, I know a lot of American people, and no one has ever told me how awesome this Charleston Chew is until I went on holiday. It's just a chew, man. It's like this little chocolatey, kind of nuggety thing, and you chew it, and it's incredible. It's like the Reason chocolate chew from the UK.
Oh,
a bit softer and not as harsh flavored. It's great. Shout outs to the Charleston Chew, man. This video is like 2 minutes longer than it needs to be because we wanted to shout out Ace Steel as Dracula and talk about the Charleston Chew.
Last time he was in the office, I said, "Oh, I'm a bit hungry, but I don't really want anything major. Have you got anything for me, Simon Miller?" Pulled out a Werther's Original.
Fair play.
He is the granddad of WhatCulture.
Fair play. I like it. He
looks a little bit like a Werther's Original.
Werther's Original are low-key delicious.
Yeah,
I had one on the flight when I was going on holiday in June because I like to have a little hard sweet.
Sucky sweet for your
ears. And look, when your ears are as stupid as these ones, you need the sweetie. I had a Werther's Original. I was like, this is great.
It is your childhood in a sweet.
It really is, man. Let's just forget about the TV adverts.
Yeah, exactly.
They were not good.
So weird. Right, at WhatCulture WWE for all of us for more sweet chat. Where can people find you, Andy?
At Andy H Murray. The H stands for hey, listen to Vile Creature. There you go. Yeah, it's like
Doom. Pop band, is it?
No, it's like a two-piece Doom sludge thing. It's really great. Like
S Club 7's remaining members actually form that.
It'll really crush you. It's great.
Bradley. At Adam Will one
Who
for
else
me.
was in S Club?
Joe, Rachel, Tina, Paul.
Was the Paul the one that was like, I'm quitting to make a metal band? No, that was Charlie from Busted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shouts to Fight Star.
Palahunuik's Laughter was their first song, if I remember right.
That's right, Plania. That's the guy who wrote Fight Club and
Please don't.
some other books.
What are we doing? At Adam Wilborn on Twitter, at WhatCulture WWE for all of us, WhatCulture Wrestling wherever you get your podcast from. Thanks, Andy. Join us for Wacky Friday. More wacky than this news tomorrow.
How?
We'll see you soon.
Spiders. Werther's original. Dogs. What a day.
Where's the spider gone?
I don't know. I think you killed it.
I didn't kill it.
You will be doing us a favour. Bye, everybody. See you later.